trust me, come with a real hip in the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money, money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Whatever Waits Live on WoodSports.com. Easy to watch Amon-Ra, Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream.
It's over. We're done. Season's done.
Yeah.
We're dead.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel you like this. Obviously, you guys see me on stream sometimes. You've seen me crash out the Vikings game, Eagles game. I kind of expected to lose that one. You know? I mean, even Friday when we did the pick 'em, sometimes I lie to myself and I just pick us.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's just when I kind of was accepting of the fate.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
I think the part that hurt, though, is that
picked the Rams to win, but
that first half, they teased you.
Yeah.
You got honey-dicked a little bit.
Honey-dicked for sure.
I mean, Jared Goff was making throws on the run. It was a lead.
The defense was hitting Matthew Stafford. They
picked him off. Hutch picked him off.
Yeah, it was. They showed us, like.
Show us.
They've got it in there. Like, you know, they got a demon in there somewhere, but unfortunately it wasn't that same demon in the second half. You went out there and just shit the bed in the third quarter.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, I said that too. And people we were talking about it obviously all throughout the show, but people were like, I don't know. People want to solely blame the defense. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's simple-minded in my opinion, just because, like, there was a little bit more than that. And, like, your expectation of going into L.A. against MVP favorite Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, who is open even when he's not.
He's really good. And
this guy named Devontae Adams, who's like going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Like,
he's really good too.
And then you had a decimated secondary. What were your realistic expectations? Yeah. And then the offense, we're going to talk about the third quarter, just didn't really give you much in that second half either. We're going to talk about it. But, Nick, what is that? Who are you wearing today? I like that.
Ask me about my wiener. Yeah. Officially cooked, basically. I need to lose 3 straight.
You're kind of the Lions now. You need to win
You're
out.
kind of the Lions. You got to win out.
Yeah. I like it.
And I'm the Bears. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are.
Does that mean I'm gay?
Relax.
Yeah,
you gotta say things
allegedly.
so
Everything we do on this stream is alleged, and it is in comedic and satirical formats for artistic purposes. Nothing we do is to promote the sexual gratification of anybody or to harm others. Please don't sue us. Everything is on Roblox and not in real life. What's up, Nick?
Not ideal. I mean, last night, tough L for the Detroit Lions. And I got to say, you brought up Puka, dude. Strong hands. Holy cow. Every single tough catch, that guy brings it down. Just, it was really disappointing to see that third quarter. It was the worst quarter of football in the Dan Campbell era, in my eyes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was at the worst time possible when you absolutely needed a W to go up against your old quarterback in the LA Rams, and you take a stinker like that in the third. We got honey-dicked.
Yeah.
And it stinks.
We definitely got honey-dicked.
Allegedly
on Roblox. Yeah. Chris, I know you got some off your chest real quick about the game. They're getting some NFL news. Also some college football news from Michigan State specifically.
We got some good news in the state of Michigan. The Red Wings are awesome. Shout out to John Gibson. He was named the second star of the NHL.
That's awesome.
Last week, he had I think it was a 9.4 save percentage in 30 wins. Shutouts. So shout out to John Gibson. He was out there taking care of business. They called up John Leonard to take Patrick Kane's spot. He's a little banged up. So John Leonard, who leads the AHL in goals for the Grand Rapids Griffins, is going to get the shot. So he's going to hopefully he can net some up there playing on the top 6. And, they waived Jonathan Berggren. I liked your burgers, but you did not progress and kind of holding up some of the younger guys by keeping a spot with him. So hopefully that means they're going to bring MBN back pretty soon. But, yeah, Red Wings are playing well.
Pistons, too.
Pistons play tonight.
Any Pistons updates, Chris?
Nothing other than I'm excited for the get back against Boston. Like, that's it. Like, I just want to see this team, have a good game against a team that beat them, and a team in Boston that, look, they've been playing pretty well for the last stretch of like 10 games or so. So I want to see his Pistons come in here, continue to do what we do, and let's start to build another win streak. Like, that's just how I'm feeling right now, because New York's surging right now. I want to see the Pistons kind of remain top of the East.
Are you doing a stream tonight?
We are doing a stream tonight, so
Shout
that
out.
will start at 8:00, just a few minutes before tip-off. Game will tip off at 8:10.
Beautiful.
Make sure we're tapped in for that one.
Tap in.
Shout out.
Aiden Childs in the transfer portal. Any rumors of where he wants to go or who wants him?
Yeah.
Who want me?
Who want me? Nobody.
Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Northern Illinois. Maybe Caden Hauser is also entering the transfer portal again, so maybe Aiden Childs goes over to East Carolina and just takes that spot from him. But yeah, it's Milovich's team. He is quarterback one going forward. He looked damn good down the stretch for Michigan State. So him and Pat Fitzgerald are gonna try to get into a bowl game next year. I think they will, and I'm excited for Michigan State football. And Aiden Childs had a bunch of talent, terrible decision maker, and never really progressed as a quarterback. Obviously, he's dealing with some injuries, but I wish him the best. Sad it couldn't work out, but don't throw into double coverage all the time.
Talk about a guy that didn't really develop, all the talent in the world, but kind of like Bergeron in a sense of just not developing the way that you would expect, especially with all that athleticism. So.
Yeah. And Dylan Raiola also in the transfer portal, and there is reports that he is purposefully trying to tear his ACL because Patrick Mahomes is done for the year.
That? Yeah, I saw that.
I seen the one. You know the one where the
girl's dropping off. Yeah. I don't know if I sent it or not.
It was so good.
I gotta think Raiola's heading to Oregon.
Yeah,
probably.
That'd be a good spot for him.
Or USC. Doesn't
really seem like a Dan Lanning guy, but him in that offense would be pretty.
He's
elite.
nothing but a Patrick Mahomes guy. That dude, he's cringe, man.
Maybe Texas Tech. Is that where Mahomes went?
Mahomes did go to Texas Tech. That is true.
I like it.
And Texas Tech is pretty good.
Just saying, maybe quarterback away.
Burn with the super chat says, "Rev up those fryers, Woodward crew. I got a hankering for mock drafts and NBA trade talk."
Yes, sir. Today.
Oh, dude.
Obviously this season's not going the way we thought. I am thankful that this process, the mock draft process, didn't start early December like we've experienced before. Because
I'm not doing mock drafts yet.
It gets grueling.
Yeah, we're not doing mock drafts yet.
No.
The Detroit Lions
I guess I should have made this statement, though, quickly. Today is December 15th, which for NBA people knows that's when everybody is on the board to get traded outside of those who signed an extension. So all offseason free agents, this is when trade season starts. This for the next 7 weeks leading up to the deadline. So your Anthony Davises, your Giannis Antetokounmpos, all that stuff these conversations start to happen now.
The day I traded for KD in 2K, GM mode.
KD to the D.
KD to the D.
Chris, is Karis LeVert safe?
Absolutely not.
Is he untouchable?
He is very touchable right now.
Oh man,
I thought
Lions still got a chance though. We're not doing mock drafts yet because the Lions are not dead yet. They have to win out and they need the Bears to lose.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Is that where we're at right now? We need losses. It's no longer like we went out.
We need to beat the Bears, and we need the Bears to lose another game.
So they just need to drop 2 for us to sneak in?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
They need to we need to beat them, and somebody else needs to beat them.
I was not aware.
We can't lose again.
What about is it the Packers game then that we need?
Packers-Bears is, this week.
What about the Seahawks 49ers?
No,
what those guys? They're in now or what?
I think they're both at like 11 wins.
I think they're at 10. 49ers are at 10.
We're not getting in the wild card. I think it would have to be the wild card. I don't know. It's if and or but if. So all the Lions can do is take care of business and win the games in front of them, but they need some help. They're going to need somebody else to lose. They're going to need the Bears to lose to somebody. So we'll see what happens, but the Detroit Lions aren't officially mathematically eliminated from the playoffs just yet, but it is a 40% chance, I think. They said that during the game. It was after a loss. So it drops down to a 40% chance
right,
of the Lions
interesting.
to make the playoffs.
Not great.
Not great. No, I'm not confident. I don't think they're going to do it. You're asking me right now, gun to my head, are the Lions in the playoffs? No, they're not. They won't make the playoffs. And they don't deserve to, honestly.
It's a tough year to get into.
It's a tough year, but you lost to the Chiefs, who suck. You lost to the Vikings, who suck. Your big win was the Ravens. They suck. You lost to the Packers twice. They're not that good. Like, you did not. The Eagles are not that good either.
Bucks kind of blow.
That was a big win, right? Nope, doesn't look like it now. Like, you had very winnable games and you lost them. And if it comes down to you got to win 3 games to get in, I don't have the faith that they can win 3 games in a row. I do not believe that this team could do that.
Especially when they've been 500 for 6-7 weeks now.
Yeah.
To expect a 3-game run is tough. Like, I'm worried about this Pittsburgh game. I'm worried about every game down the stretch.
Yeah,
there's no more game you can not even only because we have to win every game, but just by watching this team play right now, there's no game you look at on a schedule anymore. You're like, we got that one. Like, there's just not.
If the Packers slip up, we can sneak in too. They got the Bears.
But the Packers
Ravens.
will have the
tiebreaker
over us.
They could drop below us.
If they lose all 3 games.
They're 9-4. We're 8-6. I mean, they got, Ravens, Bears. There'll be some tough ones. Some breaking news there, too. Micah Parsons torn ACL.
Yeah, Micah Parsons done for the year, as is Patrick Mahomes.
It sucks. Obviously, yeah, it sucks. Those fan bases were talking shit.
Yeah, they were.
Leading up into this week, the Brian Branch news came out. I saw the KC fans out there. Obviously, the Green Bay fans are out there with the Kirby news coming out, too. The knees looking bad and bad and bad. And the same fucking weekend. The weekend after you shot out all those tweets.
Yep.
2 of the biggest stars on each team, respectively.
100%.
Out.
For
the year. And the Chiefs, this may be a blessing for them. They got to recalibrate a little bit here because I don't know what's going on there.
They're going to have a top 10 draft pick.
Is it really top 10 for them right now?
They're good. I think they're like 11 right now if the draft was today.
Wow. Let's see if Veach is worth the hype he gets.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he inherited a pretty great team.
Minshew season? Is that it?
Minshew season, yeah. Which he could sneakily probably get him one. They can't even get one with Pat right now, though. They got 7 on the year.
The thing about the Micah Parsons injury, like, dude, there was like this old Green Bay fan with like his daughter in his profile picture just ripping Brian Branch. He deserves it, getting hurt, all this stuff. So they had that coming to him.
Yeah, I don't like.
I made sure to I made every single one I saw. They're like, "Oh, Micah." I found their tweet about Brian Branch and or Kirby. I put underneath there. Nice. Wow, that must suck, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope all those stupid fucking Green Bay fans cried themselves to sleep last night.
I honestly do.
Fuck you. Like, genuinely, fuck you. You're celebrating guys getting injured. That's what you deserve. I don't like anybody getting injured. I'm never going to go out there and pull a Jeff and celebrate somebody getting injured.
That was crazy.
That was insane. But
you gotta go home, but you
no
gotta
remorse.
get up out
you
of here.
stupid
Bye.
fucking fans in Green Bay, you deserve that shit. Fuck you. I hope it hurt.
I've been there in like a final series or playoff series. If a guy gets hurt, maybe I'm like a little like, yes, get him off the fucking field. But like, I don't know, this one sucks. Out for the year. Micah Parsons, I obviously fucking hate Green Bay. That was he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. He's fun to watch this year.
Burn in the Super Chat says the Packers have no tiebreaker. That only matters if the Lions have a tie down the stretch. Lions just need less losses than them.
That's what I'm saying. They can slip up.
Yeah.
Ravens aren't going to be easy for them, especially now with no Micah.
Yeah.
They have the Bears. Maybe root for the Bears in that one.
Hey, chat. You guys, everybody love everybody in the chat, all right?
Who's fighting? What's going on?
Chat's going at it, man.
Who?
Xavier D and Salty going back and forth. Come on,
boys.
We're all grieving here. All right.
What are they fighting about?
I don't know. He's calling him a pussy because he's giving it up, or I don't know.
Who's the handsomer heavyweight? I'm on whoever's picking me. All right, let's go to break.
What?
That's
what they're arguing. Who's handsomer?
Tell us about Ben Johnson, Nick.
You guys know who it is, the best fighter in the game that's going to make sure that you guys come out on top. If you are ever in any legal trouble whatsoever, there's only one guy to call. It's Ben Johnson over at Ben Johnson Law, or check him out at benfights.com. He's going to do what it takes and fight for you to make sure you come out on top.
Art and Jake's.
That, honestly, you want to know why I didn't crash out yesterday? Because I was at Art and Jake's. Phenomenal food. I mean, it don't get better. Truly one of the best places to go watch a game. I go there for the UFC fights at this point. I wish there was one close to my house, so I make 30-minute drive just for it. Art and Jake's, check them out. ATVs wall-to-wall, 22 draft beers, and 90 menu items to choose from. Join the AJ's fan club and make every game day a winning.
Get ready for
for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
You know what's better than normal legs? Spider legs. Make sure you head over to a dispensary near you and find one of the best infused pre-rolls the game's got to offer these days, and it's called Spider Legs. Find them over 2 different dispensaries, including your local jars.
Jars. We have the jars in motion.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, moresports.com. It means there must be more action. Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream.
Super chat in there from that guy, Matt12. He said, it would be Aaron Rodgers to possibly knock us out of the playoffs. Ooh, didn't even think about that.
He's not gonna do it. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, they're gonna win. They don't win. They don't lose back-to-back games.
I try to be respectful of every opponent. You know, any given Sunday, I try to look at the numbers. Say, look, we can do this. We got to stop this. We got to do that. We're not losing the fucking Steelers. I'm sorry. They're just too sloppy.
Yep.
I just can't. I'm not buying into that. I think we can still win out. The only game makes me nervous is the Bears. What? What other game?
Nothing.
You're nervous?
No, I just don't think we're going to beat the Bears.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they do right now? Is it because it's cold?
Yeah, dude. It's going to be fucking -5 degrees outside. Dude. Soldier Field. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's going to be windy as hell.
I saw some guy open an RC Cola on Twitter and go to pour in his cup, and it froze while he's pouring it.
Yeah. You think Jared Goff can throw a ball in that?
Why was he drinking RC Cola, though?
RC Cola is pretty good.
It actually is pretty good. Underrated, not going to lie.
I'm not confident in the Bears game. They should take, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna freak out about that one until we get to that point. You know,
it's
been 1 week since you looked at me. What? I'm not freaking out about the Bears until we get there, and I'm still not even freaking out about them. I kind of like don't respect them.
We're dead, dude. Starting to set in.
What?
Anger sharks are swimming.
What are you angry about?
No, we're dead, dude.
We're not dead.
We're dead.
We're not dead.
We're dead.
You listen to these guys talk even after the game. They know he's gonna win.
Fuck yeah, sure. Just got to win 3 games in a row. Yeah, they've been. When's the last time they did that? Week 2?
Oh no!
Like week
We
5
suck again.
or some shit was the last. The end of.
When's the last time they won back-to-back games?
But when we got in like soft, like who was it? The Steelers, Vikings, Bears.
3 historic franchises.
Are Vikings historic?
And the Vikings.
No, they're not. Yeah, and the Vikings.
2 in the Vikings. Yeah.
The Vikings are looking a little better these days too.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy looked pretty good. I mean, they already beat us once.
J.J. McCarthy.
Getting his shit together a little bit.
We should beat the Vikings pretty well. I don't know. Are we going to win a game in the NFC North ever again? Is it possible? I don't know. You cannot, I can't look at this. We don't know what we're going to get. We don't know how they're going to play week to week. We don't know if the offensive line is going to hold up because Tristan Colon was getting his ass beat in the second half. Bad. And Jared Goff was getting taken care of a little bit there in the second half. First half, they looked great. Second half, man, that offensive line fell apart. They couldn't run the ball the whole game. We don't know what we're going to get out of these guys on a week-to-week basis. I do think they're going to bounce back against the Steelers. But to sit here on the mic and say, yeah, I believe that this team can win 3 straight games, I can't do that. I can't lie to you. I can't, with confidence, say, yeah, I believe that the Detroit Lions right now, as they're assembled, with Amik Robertson dealing with an injury now too. So, I mean, I know he's been getting cooked, but, he's got to be better than what else they got. I don't believe that they can win 3 straight games. They haven't proven to me to be able to sustain that kind of play since early in the season. These injuries, man, they're making it kind of a dice roll every week.
I think they can. If it were, because that's what this game was, right? Was our last like barometer test, the last big beast to step in that field and to see if you could really compete with the Super Bowl, because those type of teams you're going to see in the playoffs. That was last week, and you lost. I think at this point, you kind of know you're not amongst the best in the NFL. Definitely not the best amongst the NFC. That's fine. But teams we have taken care of outside of the Vikings have been these Steelers, have been these Vikings. Not the literal Vikings, but these are all winnable games.
They are winnable games. They are for sure.
The Bears are probably the one, where you scratch your head a little bit, and it could be one, obviously, the cold. We know our guys, not the greatest in the cold. And the other thing, too, is what kind of team are they now?
Yeah.
When we beat them as week 2. And since then, they're currently, I think, the number 1 seed again right now.
Yeah, and your defense is
that
Swiss
true?
cheese right
No
now.
way.
And obviously,
the 2 seed.
Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua aren't going to be there for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you got DK Metcalf, and you're going up against him and that team. No Kirby Joseph, no Terrion Arnold, no Brian Branch, maybe no Amik Robertson here, no Whiteside, even your backups are getting injured now. So, yeah, it's tough for me to say with the secondary in shambles, with the front 4 unable to get pressure on a consistent basis, that you'll be able to beat a team in the league. I can't. Any of these games, like you said, you can't look at any of these games and just be like, the Lions are guaranteed to win that one. No, if you can't get pressure in this league and you don't have a living secondary member outside of DJ Reed, who doesn't look right,
He
was getting cooked.
He's had 2 really good wide receiver pairs, but yeah, he's being cooked.
2 of these, 2 of these 3 games are against playoff teams, fellas, and the other one beat you. I can't over here in good faith say this team's going to go rattle off 3 straight and basically 3 straight playoff games. That's what this is. They're all must win. But Easy, you said you think they can, but do you think they will?
I think the first 2 I have the utmost confidence in when it comes to the Vikings. I know what happened, but we know we're the petty kings. You come and get that look back. Then the Steelers, I think that's one where maybe another petty king situation, coming off of a loss like this week, a painstaking loss. But it is the Chicago game that makes me nervous. It's the weather, temperature, winds, whatever the hell it may be. Our guy's not built for that. He's California's finest. And then, obviously, too, the team is just – I don't know what to make of them yet. They went out there and beat the Eagles. But the Eagles,
it's my quarterback.
Even when we had the defensive performance against the Eagles, I was like, yeah, but the Eagles' offense is kind of dick.
Yeah.
They got like a fucking Madden play sheet. But there's only 6 plays. It's
6 plays.
It's awful. It was really, really bad offense. So I didn't want to give too much credit to our defense on that one. And that's their signature win, is the Eagles, because they lost to the Packers as well.
Yeah, and I want to go out here right now and just be like, yeah, the Lions will be able to take care of the Steelers. DK Metcalf is fucking good, dude, and our cornerbacks are 5'2", both of them, and they've been getting cooked, dude. And Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, if you want to talk about, it was Puka and Devontae Adams, sure. Wan'Dale Robinson? Devontae Wicks? Those guys aren't good. DK's better than them.
Yeah, but the Steelers aren't. They're 7-6. They're barely 500. That's a really winnable game.
The Lions are 8-6.
2 games better.
Barely.
2 games better. I'm not worried about the Steelers, man. I ain't freaking out.
You should be.
The Vikings, you could convince me a little bit because of what happened last time.
You should be worried about all
that. Was at home off a bye week. You could sell me the Vikings, but even then, I think we're going to whoop their ass as well. This is from Dumbo Jumbo, by the way, $5 super chat. If the injuries are like this next year, the coaching staff will be on the hot seat. This is inexcusable. Hot seat?
Not hot seat.
But they'll be under
there will
question.
Be the heat lamp will be turned on.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hot seat, but you're grilling his buns. It's starting to look like a trend. And if it happens again, because yes, the violent practices, the pads on Monday or the pads on Friday or whatever it is, probably stop doing that. And again, when you draft a bunch of injured players or you have a bunch of injury-prone players that you sign and try to bring back, when you have regular injuries, it makes it look way worse because all your depth is already gone.
That's the thing too, man. I want to say this for the next segment, but we caved for this guy, Marcus Davenport. He's been back 2 games now. I couldn't. Other than me spotting him out there looking for 9-2, I couldn't tell you he's been out there. It's been that bad.
I told you he's a stray cat, dude.
Chris, you got your hand up real quick?
Yeah, I just with that question, I don't get why we're waiting till next season. Like, I think we should address it now. This player stuff. Like, I really think that maybe you don't take drastic steps. Maybe you don't change a lot of it, because I understand that so much of the Lions' success we've had the last several years was identity, culture, all of the stuff that goes on off the field translating to on the field. But I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting until next year, because football, you already know, like, the windows, they're very small, and you can argue that maybe these 2 years were our best 2 years, or 3 years were our best 3 years, whatever. But bottom line is, I'd rather be proactive than reactive when it comes to it. So I'm analyzing that stuff with Dan Campbell and stuff this offseason. I'm not talking about him on the hot seat as far as his coaching, but as far as addressing him, the medical staff, all of the ways we're practicing, that conversation to me 100% should happen this offseason.
Yeah, what's the most annoying part about this whole situation too is, like, but I'm with you guys on the injuries as well. Like, the 2 years in a row of this is not a good look. Something's got to change. Mm-hmm. Even if you're looking at it, you're saying there's some freak stuff going on there, where some injuries do happen in a freakish way. There's also just wear and tear on the body that may lead to those freak accidents happening out on there. But the main thing that's going to piss me off with this season is if we miss the playoff, and especially if the Bears go, which would probably most likely be the case.
Yep.
You're going to hear that Ben Johnson was this offense. You hear that Ben Johnson's a big part of this team, and it's quite simply, he was. I'm not denying that at all. Especially the run game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We were talking about that too. Yesterday's run games were pitiful. I mean, disgustingly bad. But since Dan Campbell's taken over, he's first in scoring. I think he's like third in points, first in yards. Like, the offense has been fine.
Yeah.
But of course, the narrative's gonna take its turn, especially because all the people wanted to say that in the beginning of the year, and we called them stupid for it. But now they're gonna be able to fucking double back. I told you. Even though they're not saying it right, because the offense still been performing. Even when we had Johnny Moe there. They're, second in scoring?
Mm-hmm. I think third.
It's ultimately it circles back to his injuries, man.
No, because they went out there against the Rams. They put up 35 points, so.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the secondary some more. We've got Dan Campbell on Meek Robertson. I haven't heard that yet, so I want to hear what he had to say, because Meek dealing with a little injury after, maybe he needs some, like, burn treatment or something, because he was getting cooked out there, boy. But we're going to go to break. We'll come back with Dan Campbell. But first, tell us about Massage Chair.
Massage Chair House. Go see my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, or scan the QR code to schedule your appointment, or visit MassageChairHouse.com. He has everything from a socket to the finest lines of massage chairs. If you don't know what type of massage chair suits you best, make sure you check out his Massage Chair Review channel. It's the number one massage chair review channel on the internet. It's my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, the Massage Chair House.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
How do you think you won? This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. They got deals for everybody. a ton of different stuff for you to choose from. Go check it out. My guy, Goran, got me out of my old lease into a new one in 30 minutes. He can do the same thing for you. Go check it out. Les Stanford, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, lesstanford.com.
Had a hand injury, we'll see where it's at. I'm hopeful that he'll be able to go. I'm hopeful, but there again, we'll know more probably in the next couple of days.
Is he having an MRI done?
Yeah, he had an MRI. Yep. Yeah, hand injury. So it's something that it could affect him a little bit. But I think we'd like to believe he's going to have a chance to play here. But until we get through practice, we won't entirely know.
There you have it. Starting cornerback for the Detroit Lions, Amik Robinson dealing with a hand injury after yesterday's loss to the Los Angeles Rams, 34-41.
Since he's getting whooped out there. Surprised it's not an ass injury.
Yeah, honestly. I love Amik. It's a hand injury. I think this could benefit him a little bit. We know Meek likes to punch the ball out, put him up in a cast. I don't think this injury will hold him out. How many times have you seen guys out there with a flipper? I see Meek out there with a flipper.
Yeah, I can see it.
Might have him punch the ball out too.
Amik Robertson so far this season is allowing a 64% completion percentage when targeted, and has given up 781 yards so far in coverage. In comparison, last year in 17 games, he gave up 632. So already way ahead of that. And again, in comparison, Carlton Davis in 14 starts has given up 305 yards for the New England Patriots. So not great.
We absolutely downgraded at cornerback.
Yeah.
100%. Carlton Davis is a different type of guy, and you let him go.
Yeah, and DJ Reed has actually given up 14 fewer yards in coverage than Carlton Davis in 8 games. And Carlton Davis has played 14. So, not great, Bob. And
crashing over that one, too. I saw the contract and understood a little bit more.
God!
Yeah. That's what she said.
Extra few inches would have been nice.
Yeah, I mean, you needed...
That's what she said, too.
You needed Terrion, you needed Rake to be the guys. That's why they drafted them to be those guys outside, and unfortunately, both of them are injured. Who knows if Ennis Rakestraw is going to ever play a game for the Lions. Yeah, it sucks, man. The secondary is absolutely falling apart. Amik Robertson and DJ Reed have just been getting cooked the past couple weeks. And like you said, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, okay, yeah. I can accept that kind of. And even Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, okay, I can accept that kind of. But it's been an all-season thing with Amik Robertson. That hasn't been specifically these past 2 games.
Yeah, I think that what's happened with him, too, since you give the numbers, last year playing a lot more of that slot. This year, he's been asked to step up to that cornerback 1 spot at times before DJ Reed even came back. And then since then, it's been this onslaught of, all pro-caliber wide receivers. Undersized, too. And I think, usually with him, he made up for it with punching that ball out or having the physicality part of it. But just, I don't know if he's built to be a CB1 on the outside.
No, he's not.
It's not his
specialty
and/or strength. And you know what? It is what it is. Like we've dealt with this before. We went to the NFC Conference Championship game like this.
And, DJ Reed and Amik Robertson, hopefully they don't have to go up against one of the most physically dominating wide receivers in the NFL this week. That would surely suck. That would suck if they had this 6'4" freak of nature giant human at wide receiver.
Pull up his numbers. I think he's having a down year.
Well, it's because Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think it's Aaron Rodgers. I think he might be slowing down a little bit.
He has 1,250 yards. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, oh,
shit. 52 catches, 753 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So
see?
A little bit.
5 touchdowns, nice.
Still pretty good.
I saw the chat in there. It was the Brad Holmes self-proclaimed cornerback snob.
Cornerback whisperer, he said.
Yeah. More like cheap ass.
More like
cheap ass.
Yeah,
love him.
Midget lover.
That'd be you.
I have been known to love one.
Yeah, I mean, because, DJ Reed undersized for the position. And again, I feel like, can you look up Carlton's contract real quick?
It's not much more.
Because it was $3 million more a year. What you gonna?
It's worth it. Spend it.
He was so good for you last year.
Yeah.
Carlton Davis, when healthy, was phenomenal for you last year.
He was on all
last
pro
year
level
in
guy.
Houston, when you had the 5 interception game, He helped bring you back. We'll give you 2 interceptions of his own.
He let's spot rank. You don't like spot rank. Per over the cap, he is what is it? Cap number $20 million. This year he is $11 million. Next year he's $20 million. The year after that he's $22 million.
This year DJ Reed's $4 million.
$4 million?
Yeah.
And then what is he next year?
18. Yeah, I feel like the AAVs weren't that far off either. Like,
nope.
I don't. DJ Reed started the season pretty hot, but the quarterbacks you played in the start of the season too were also kind of poop.
He did. DJ Reed was playing well at the beginning of the year. He hasn't been the same since coming back from the injury. I think that he's still kind of dealing with something there. But yeah, man, we saw like the big physical wide receivers of Puka and Devontae Adams just imposing their will on the smaller defensive backs of the Detroit Lions. There's really nothing they could do to stop it. Like Amik Robertson had a couple plays where he had to perfectly punch a ball out at the right time, and he did make those plays, but that was just Stafford throwing the ball to where Puka is bigger than Amik Robertson, so he's going to catch it unless Amik makes this crazy play on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at these games before he went out, too. Maybe outside of Lamar and Jordan Love. But even then, they had better games against him. He had good games, but the quarterbacks he playing weren't the greatest. The Browns on there, who I believe at the time was the corpse of Joe Flacco, and the Browns don't really have anyone to throw with to begin with. The Ravens game, he had a good game outing against. He was targeted 3 times, only allowed 1 catch. Against Caleb, he actually allowed 3 catches on 3 targets, but only for 34 yards. And then same against the Packers the week before. I don't know if it's more of a hitch in his giddy-up or like this back half of the season has been like some dogs between Jordan Love and Christian Watson, the Cowboys pairing and the Rams pairing. The only one I guess you sneak in there as like a bad duo was...
Bro tried to sneak Jordan Love and Christian Watson in there.
They're a good duo.
It wasn't even Christian Watson. It was Dontavion Wicks.
Christian Watson went off the game too, though. The only one where you say he had a bad game, or I'm sorry, bad quarterback was the Giants, but he only allowed 1 catch in that game per next-gen stats. So I don't know if it's more like he's like still hampered from the injury or like we've been seeing an onslaught of talent.
DJ Reed?
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Because he was on IR for a minute.
Yeah, he was. And obviously now they are down to the bones of the bare bones when you talk about the secondary. So they're going to need him to step up. You paid him here to be the cornerback 1. Didn't look like cornerback 1 yesterday. And again, I know that's like a tough ask, but this is the NFL.
Yeah.
Pretty much every team in the league is going to have a fucking upper echelon wide receiver. So you're not just going to get reprieve. Like, yeah, you went up against Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and now Puka and Devontae Adams. Then you got DK Metcalf, and then you got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Like, sorry, you don't get a chance to just hold your breath. Like, they're not going to just be like, oh, you're playing good receivers, so we're not going to throw the ball as much. Like, no, this is the league you're in. A lot of teams have very good receivers. You got to be better, flat out. I don't care if it's fucking Jerry Rice out there. You are getting cooked.
DJ Reed's never been a cornerback 1 in this league.
No.
This has been the only time outside of injury he's ever been asked to be a cornerback 1.
Also, I don't want to let the defensive line get no blame, too, because sometimes they're back there 5-6 seconds because we can't pressure the goddamn quarterback.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're good. It's infuriating. It really is. This Detroit Lions team has driven me mad this season.
Yeah, we're talking about those fellas, too. I think in the next segment because that's probably where I'm most disappointed in Brad Holmes because you had some potential there. The cornerback room, you're kind of just throwing shit against the wall. There's been injuries all season. The defensive line, you have the guys that you signed up for ready to go, and they're just not performing on a consistent basis. But $5 super chat from Burns. The 2024 draft is just booty blasting us. I like this year's draft too, but it's a draft
Detroit Lions select
when you're actually good. Terrion, please save 2024.
I mean, he's not wrong, dude. You need him to step up. You need Terrion to be that guy going forward. I believe he can. I believe he will be. I have faith that Terrion Arnold can be cornerback 1 on this team, but not this year. Like, he's not coming back.
Yeah, he's out.
So now we got to rely on fucking Timothy Chalamet.
I just lost it. Someone said DJ Reed was only good on the Jets because
he had sauce.
Because he's cornerback 2. I believe that's what that one was. That's what I'm saying. This is the first time he's ever. Oh, here it is from CV Titans. DJ Reed was only good on the Jets because Sauce was on the other side. That's what I'm saying. This is also the first time he's ever been asked to be cornerback 1.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, again, that guy, that stature, you've been asked to cover a 6'4" Devontae Adams.
Not great. And remember that he wasn't cornerback 1 coming out of camp.
Arguably the strongest wide receiver in Puka Nacua.
Coming out of camp, it was Terrion Arnold was the best cornerback in the Lions, on the Lions team. All of it was, look at how he's locking up Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's doing winning reps against J-Mo. But he's injured, and he's not going to save us. And now you've got a couple fucking Oompa Loompas in the secondary that are trying to guard some of the biggest, fastest, strongest receivers in the league. And it's a big ask. To ask Amik Robertson to go out there and go one-on-one with Puka Nacua for a whole game while you can't get any fucking pass rush in the second half, not a lot of guys in the league are going to win that.
You got to pray on that one.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's Amik Robertson or Darrelle Revis. If you let Matt Stafford just sit back there all second half crocheting in the pocket, this guy's going to get open. He's really good. And he doesn't drop ball. We also didn't take advantage of opportunities, like the drop ball and the couple fumbled snaps. It could have – stupid shit was happening in the first half. We could have really put our foot on the throat of the Rams. And we needed to, but we didn't. And then they came back and they boot to ass in the second half.
Yeah, I want to talk about that when we get back because that third quarter, we got to address it. Super chat from B2GA30. Tired of seeing DJ Reed bobbleheaded behind a wide receiver. It's grown quite disappointing. Got to be honest with you.
What were you going to say, Nick?
Oh, lost it.
Back to the desk. All right, let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about...
Oh, yeah, my bad. Real quick. The Jamison Williams catch, or the diving attempt.
Yeah.
It's like you're going up against an elite team. You are supposed to be an elite wide receiver. Is it one of, would it have been a tremendous catch? Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to make that play. The whole entire game changed. Sack next play. And
that's a tough catch.
All momentum with it. It is, but you are playing an elite team. You're on the road. You got to come down with it.
Got to make plays. J-Mo and Amon-Ra were making plays all day, but they couldn't make enough, especially in that third quarter. Nobody was making plays in the third quarter. They had fucking 5 yards. And we're going to talk about that. But first, let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Shout out to JC. She takes care of me, and you can get your haircut as well at any of their locations. Stop in anytime. Walk-ins are always welcome. Open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Chill medicated.
It's my grandma's favorite. You guys already know that. Listen, the reason why she loves it is transdermal, meaning it won't get you high. It's a CBD product. You go online and order Chill Medicated to your home. Again, no CBD. You're not going to get high. It's going to help you deal with your aches and pains and get through your everyday pain. Get through Chill Medicated today, right now.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
car wash. Shout out to Jack's. They've got 40-plus locations around Michigan. You can stop into one. Text WSN to 888-522-1729, and you can get yourself a free car wash courtesy of Woodward Sports. I'm looking at Jack's right there. I know you got salt all over your cars. There's snow everywhere. There's ice everywhere. Your car looks like shit. Take it to Jack's. Get a car wash for free courtesy of Woodward Sports.
Really, I think the story yesterday was, man, we had 3 series in the third quarter, defensively and offensively. That's really what bit us. We basically 3 touchdowns and 12 plays on defense, and then we have 9 plays for 6 yards total, really in that kind of third quarter stretch. So, man, that was tough. There was a number of errors that we had, some technique, fundamental things that we got to get cleaned up that you can't get away with a team like that, that really got us. You do anything on any one of those series, offense or defense, and it changed the dynamic of that game. So that was not good. That's what bit us.
I needed to hear that. I need to hear from Dan Campbell because I put it out there on Twitter today. I'm not going to solely blame the defense for that game because in that third quarter, your offense went out there and absolutely pissed the bed. Mm-hmm. And I completely understand you can't expect the offense to go out there and score 10 times out of 10. I'm not asking them to score 10 times out of 10. I'm keeping to keep that fucking defense off the field for at least 2 minutes. Give them a breather, give them a break, let them strategize a little bit. Let them drop a scheme, let them see what's going on, what's going wrong. First drive, 3 plays, 5 yards. It's first series, I should say. Second series, 3 plays, negative 12 yards.
Oof.
And they even spilled to the fourth quarter. You had a third possession, 3 plays, 3 yards. That's, if my math's correct, 4 yards in total to start your second half that you were never going to survive.
No.
You were never going to survive. You're giving Matthew Stafford, the league's favorite to win MVP this season, the ball at the 50-yard line. I know you guys remember they scored in 2 plays yesterday.
They did.
That's what's going to happen to you every single time. What do you expect? Like where are your realistic expectations in a scenario like that? I'm not blaming the entire offense, not at all. But I'm just saying the defense is completely, you can't throw it all on them. The offense had a job to do. They had to execute, and they fell short. They heard Dan Campbell say, even extend a drive a little bit could have made the difference in the game.
It could have. And when you are bleeding, your defense is bleeding. The offense has to be able to stop the bleeding. The offense has to be able to give them some reprieve. And to make sure that they can keep them off the field. Like, the best way to protect that secondary is to keep them off the fucking field. And you need to sustain drives. You need to not go 3 and out back-to-back-to-back times. It was bad. It was bad. 9 plays in the third quarter, 5 yards. You're not going to win a lot of games in the NFL if that happens, no matter what your defense is playing like. And, yeah.
Negative 70 if you count for penalties.
Yeah.
Negative 7 yards. Not a single yard to gain in that third quarter. It's unacceptable.
It is.
Especially the defense playing like that. You are not going to win games.
Because we knew, what this defense was going to look like. At least I did. And I'm pretty sure you guys did. And I hope most of you in the chat did. But I don't know what you were expecting out of this Legion of Whom going up against, like Eazy said, the MVP favorite Matthew Stafford and probably, one of the best receiving tandems in the league. It was going to get ugly. It was going to be a shootout. You got to shoot to win in a shootout. In the third quarter, you were shooting blanks.
It was disgusting. It was the worst quarter of football that I can remember in a very, very long time. The Detroit Lions absolutely choked this game away. When we talked about keys to the game, late last week, we got the turnover that we were looking for. Hutch made an amazing play, almost took it to the house. You had the one extra possession through that, and you just failed to take advantage when you have a 10-point lead in the third quarter, or it might have been 7 at that time, but either way, it's just everything on the line, and you just completely embarrass yourself. It was gross to see. And the Detroit Lions, it's always going to come back down to the offensive line in my eyes because they were going to have to outscore them in this game, in the shootout. Left guard Cologne is not an NFL player at this level as a starter. He was getting obliterated all day long. And Jared Goff didn't look comfortable in the third, and we couldn't run the ball either. So everything was bad, but, you know, when this team's really rolling, they got the running game going, play action. It's no surprise to anybody. They could not run the ball at all. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs had no lane anywhere.
Yeah, that's actually really disappointing, too, and I think it's Maz that brought it up to my attention that the Detroit Lions haven't won a single game where Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't score a touchdown.
Yeah.
In games where he doesn't score a touchdown, the Lions don't win, and it's just he's that type of player for you, man. Real quick, I'm going to read the Super Chats, though, as well. Brian Warren with the $2 Super Chat says, will Rakestraw be the new next Broderick Martin? I pray not, man. I think I don't know. I can't even say anything yet until he actually gets in the field.
Yeah,
and
he's
got
to play. He's got to play.
I want to fight that one, but yeah, he's got to get on the field first and stay on the field. Luigi Gaming, leave it to Nick to blame the black guy.
Spin zone.
That's fair.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Week 1 would have been nice, but no third rounders. That's from BI2 G830.
Nick's just the racist guy now.
Jesus, come on. That's terrible. Did you pay money to say that?
He did pay money to say that, yes.
Come on.
Week 1 would have been nice, but no third rounders. Listen, I was attacked when I bitched about that one. I lost my shit. I pulled over to screaming at my phone because I needed to get off my – that was fucking nuts to me.
Mm-hmm.
You gave up how many? For what? A position of need? A guy's going to play this year? Have you won a Super Bowl this year? No and no?
No.
Then fuck off. What are you doing with those assets like that, dude? Dumb.
Dumb.
I love Brad. That was dumb.
Dumb.
And Tesla might end up being a phenomenal football player.
Good. He's pretty good.
For the window that you're in right now, for your goals, what you're trying to do right now, that's not – it was not a –
You could have had Jalen Phillips and Reek Woolen. And still probably drafted Tesla in the 3rd round with the pick we had.
It was very irresponsible use of assets.
Alert.
Yeah.
Very irresponsible. And then another Super Chat, too, from Dom Rivera. Shout out.
Shout out Dom Rivera.
Got to be honest, I was worried after the Rams converted that 4th and 8. I'm with Eazy. Had a bad feeling about that game. But we will make the playoffs.
No, we won't.
Hey, we can still make the playoffs. I'm not out. With this team, I'm not giving up until it's official.
Big Al or
it's a weird one. Can you comment to us how to say this?
By Tuga 30?
Yeah,
that's what it says.
Obviously,
quarter strikes again. Yeah, it was one of the turdiest quarters of all time.
I think it was the worst third quarter of Dan Campbell's tenure, to be honest with you.
And Turk Cotter.
You know what I'm sick of hearing, and we are 3 weeks away from the end of the season. I'm sick of hearing Dan Campbell talk about there's some techniques, there's some simple things we got to clean up. Like, he talks about this team not even having proper fundamentals, and the season's almost over.
Yeah.
Like, this just shows you that is a coach speaking. That's what you expect to hear when you are rebuilding, not when you are a contender, not when you are supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. Hell, not when you're supposed to be even a playoff team. You're not supposed to hear those things, and we've heard those things from Dan Campbell every single week, and that's what's frustrating to me is, like, it goes back to, like, the offensive line. Like, to me, that third quarter, the offensive line was bad again. Like, it was just inconsistent. They were able to get a ton of pressure on on Goff, and mixing up my Watts. And they were able to get a ton of pressure on Jared Goff, and you saw what that did, and that led to those three and outs, and that led to just a terrible quarter. Like, they just need to be better. This is the offensive line doing what the offensive line has done every game this year. They've had great stretches like the first half, the bad stretches like the second half. It's terrible.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. I'm kind of sick of hearing Dan Campbell say, yeah, we just got to clean some things up. Yeah, we just got to do this. Yeah, we got to do that.
We've been having to clean up for fucking 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
When are you going to get it done? It's not happening.
No.
You got 3 weeks left to clean up.
And one of the things that we could hold our hat on was our run defense in the past. You know, like, we always stopped the run and we were able to run the ball. You got absolutely cooked by Kyron Williams, 15 carries, 78 yards. 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum, 11 carries, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooked. That's what is frustrating to me. It's this team's identity is broken. Yeah. When you're not stopping the run and you're not able to run the ball, that's why this team has been so successful for the last 3 seasons, and that's why it is just so infuriating, because our identity is broken, which sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of actually what Dan Campbell said. We have a ramble from Dan Campbell today.
Dan Ramble?
Dan Ramble.
You play the ramble.
Play the ramble.
Break.
Look, I think we said going into that game, really on both sides of the ball, it was ground supremacy. We did not own the ground, and that makes it extremely difficult defensively to defend those guys if you cannot even corral or limit their run game. So it started there. They did a number of things in the runs, the turbo motions, the inserts with the tight ends. They force your corners to be support on the inside, just a couple of tricky things. And then that happens. Now your outside backer has to be the one who sets the head. Just all these little things that we got to be much crisper on. We're going to get it from Pittsburgh. That's what they do. So they got us a little bit, and then just, using our help in some areas on the back end. We know that Puka's a hell of a player. Stafford, played an outstanding game for them. Was on really that whole game, and that 12 made a ton of plays, and we tried to limit. We tried to limit some of his production. We just couldn't quite get there, and some of it, look, man, we got to use our help a little better in areas. So I think that's the big thing is, man, know where your help is. Make sure you use your help. Don't go out on your own and, try to make it mano-a-mano, use it. And so that's some of it. And then, like I say, offensively, we got to get our run game going. We got to find a run game here and reduce the stress, in some of the pass game protection stuff.
I'm kind of with Dan Campbell. At the end of the day, I think that's what kind of fucked you over there. You couldn't stop them from running the football, especially to give yourself an extra opportunity towards the end of the game. I feel like Kyron Williams is getting first downs, just getting 5-yard gashes here and there. Mm-hmm. And then secondly, you weren't able to run the football. And then I think I've been the most disappointed Dan Campbell I've ever been outside the Vikings game. The draw, and just the fact that you weren't getting the run game going with Gibbs at all. And you had Monty out there, and the few carries he got was averaging 4.6. And it wasn't a 4.6 based off of one big run he had.
No.
As happens to average out that way. No, he was genuinely averaging like 4.5 yards per carry. And he didn't see the field. I
do what I want.
The rest of the game, it felt like.
Yeah.
In the second half, I love Gibbs. Obviously, we love Gibbs. We know he's special, and maybe he's looking for a touchdown run. Maybe that's why he kept feeding the ball. But where Monty was giving you something.
Yeah. I just need you to trust
and you got him
me,
off the
that's
field.
all.
The other thing, too, I think they did brilliantly in the Cowboys game. Gibbs ran a lot out of the slot. I don't remember seeing him in the slot at all yesterday, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't know if it's because Khalif Raymond was back, but he didn't do that yesterday either. I don't, and maybe it's part of the game plan. It worked well, though. So why'd you go away from it? Different defense? I don't know, but definitely the most disappointing Dan Campbell, and number one being the draw.
The draw was
on 3rd and 11. What were you thinking?
He was punting. Or was it field goal? Was that a field goal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a field goal.
He was playing for the field goal. Dan Campbell coach scared a little bit.
He did in the first quarter, too, at 4 on the field goal.
Yeah.
We had that one where Penei Sewell had the holding call, came back, and essentially ran the same run play, but to the left.
We got some super chats in there. Eduardo O'Neill says, Lions just aren't good enough. JJ ends our season on Christmas. Oh God, dude. I wouldn't.
Who?
No.
BJ?
Hard pass.
JJ. McCarthy.
No, dude. Who said
that? JJ McCarthy.
Nick's boy.
JJ McCarthy.
Eduardo O'Neill again in the super chat says, as Eazy read this, another player ran wide open on us. It was definitely, they were all over the place. And then Burn in there with the super chat, he says, I'm starting to get worried Dan's messages aren't landing. Even when they win, the locker room celebrations seem lifeless compared to previous years. I don't know about that. But what's he supposed to tell these guys? The Mallets and Shallots and Daniel Thomas and hey, you guys got to go out there and guard Puka Nacua? Like,
you're not going to whisper it in Cologne's ear and turn him into an all-pro.
Yeah, there's not much Dan could do in that aspect, and
that's why when we've been having these conversations this year, we've been talking about Brad Holmes. Because Brad, you're the one that's supposed to get these Joes in here. Dan does the X and O's. Brad's in charge of the Joes. You fell short, and you're part of it.
They've had a Joe shortage the past 2 years. They've been Joe-less because of injury and because of lack of depth and guys you're relying on not being there. And Marcus Davenport's playing. Couldn't convince me he wasn't.
Hard pass.
Nick?
I think one thing that stood out to me as well is You talk about, obviously, the wide receivers running free all day. So was their tight end.
Yeah.
Parkinson was looking like prime Gronkowski out there. We couldn't keep up with him.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? And why can't we cover him? Anzalone getting burnt in coverage. I'm like, Anzo, you're supposed to be our coverage linebacker that you can, rely upon. And he was getting cooked. Reed getting cooked. Amik getting cooked. This whole team was getting cooked on the defense. And, yeah, it was tough to watch Parkinson tear you up like he was Tucker Kraft,
6'9" Parkinson was doing work yesterday.
Best game of his career.
Dumbo jump, for Puka as well.
Yep, best game of Puka's career too. Yep,
181 yards. I thought he would have had a 200-yarder in there somewhere.
Almost.
Kind of crazy. Remember when Monty was guaranteed 8-yard pickup just off a check down? What happened, man? I said someone's gonna slow down this year. But yesterday he looked good yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
He looked good yesterday. I don't think he's the same as he's been years previous. That's just the life of a running back. But
and it's also like
you got to get him going as well.
They like to run David Montgomery inside, and if you're not comfortable with the blocking ability of your interior offensive lineman, you're not going to give him as many opportunities to do that.
Yep.
And
stinks.
You don't have the push that you did last year. It's quite obvious. It's not just a passing game where your offensive line is hurting you. They haven't gotten the push offensively in the run game, and Penei Sewell has not been the same, and it's because of the injury. And he's not bad. He's just not the physically dominating, just unprecedented monster that he normally is. And it's because he's probably going to have ankle surgery at the end of the season.
Yeah. I was watching him get up. He looked like me.
Yeah.
Worse than me, honestly.
Yeah.
He'd grab two hands and stable up on his right knee to push himself up. Is concerning to see. It's crazy he's still doing like pretty solid though blocking. Honestly, it's nuts.
He was limping off of the field against Dallas in that second half there as well. Like he's going through it.
Yeah, he went to the tent against LA and checked out his ankle, and he's just I have nothing to prove this, nothing to nobody's sources or anything, but I would almost guarantee that he has ankle surgery as soon as the season's over.
Yeah, ankles. Something's bad with it. Another one from BI2GA30. You gotta let us know how to say his name. Shout out to Avonte Maggs.
BI2Gay30.
Avonte Maggs did have a good game. I thought he was pretty solid. There's one point where he kicked out. It looked like they were double covering Devontae in the end zone, which maybe they very well could have when he dropped down and covered Kyron in the flat. Forced Stafford to make a actually probably would have been a completion, but then Alex Anzalone knocked that bitch away.
Yeah, Enzo, that was a nice play. Broder in the chat said, did we ever get an explanation on the Parkinson touchdown? That I wasn't freaking out as much about that one as other people were because I knew exactly why they were going to call it a touchdown, and I knew exactly why he wasn't down at the 1 yard line. It was because he didn't have control of the ball when his knee was down, and he didn't gain control until he was already in the end zone, and there wasn't a shot of the ball like hitting the ground.
Yeah.
So it might have hit the ground or he might have put his hand under it, but we didn't see the ball hit the ground. He didn't have control when his knee was down, and they called it a touchdown. So it was I knew 100% it was going to stay a touchdown.
What fucked you there is they called it a touchdown on the field, and there wasn't enough evidence to overturn it.
That, Mr. Jiggles, that one I'm more mad about. I'm more mad about the non-pass interference on Jameson Williams
in the red zone,
than I am that touchdown call because that was blatant. He was grabbed at the line of scrimmage and then shoulder checked when he's trying to make the catch. It was obvious. And that one pissed me off.
But yeah, going back to that one, it was essentially they called it a touchdown on the field, and there was enough evidence to overturn it, unfortunately.
I don't even think they said confirmed on it.
Yeah, he was just like, yes, it is a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what they said in the pool report, too. Yeah. They said, why was this a touchdown? They said, because we ruled it as that. Because we said it was, pretty much. $10 super chat from LeBron.
Whoa!
Congrats on getting I don't know if I'm about to say that. For having some last week during the Lions win. Remember, he said his wife would give him some.
Hey, you know what?
He says,
shout out.
Third quarter was obviously trash, but I think that in the last two games, we looked more like a team that can compete than we have all year. Spinmo, Easy, what say ye? Yeah.
I would say against the...
I think offensively, yeah.
You take out the second half, and the first half of that game and the Cowboys game, they looked like the team last year.
I mean, even the Cowboys game, what did they put up, 31?
Yeah.
The defense has been kind of cooked. Now
they're injured, man.
You can beat Cook, but you got to create those opportunities. You got to turn the ball over. That's what we said last week too. Heading in this game, you got to turn the football over. You want to win this game. That Rams team, they've only lost games because of weird situations like that. The blocked field goals. That one game against the Panthers, where Stafford had, I think, 2 or 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
like,
and they still almost
they still almost came back. Like, no one's ever stopped. I know our defense doesn't look great, but no one stopped that offense all year this year.
See, this might be unfair of me, and I might get hate in the chat for this, but that's why I don't think the Lions are going to make the playoffs, because they need to win all 3 of these games, and we haven't had that Jared Goff game yet this year.
I would classify
Philly.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
And maybe we don't get it. Maybe he's
multi-interception
into different spear.
Maybe we'll get mobile Goff for the first half.
He looked good.
That was crazy.
So good in the first half, man.
He
was moving around, putting fucking whistlers
great.
out there. Jared Goff was balling.
You look great.
Making throws on the run.
But, man, when you can't run the ball, and I talked about how important it is for this team to play with the lead. Because when you can't run the ball and you get down points, they know that Jared Goff is just going to sit back there and drop back, and they can pin their ears back, and they can send creative blitzes at him, and they can confuse those younger guys in the interior of the offensive line and then stuff. But when you have the lead, you can do whatever you want, and they can't focus on one thing. And that's when the offense is humming. That's when Jared Goff is picking people apart, is making the calls at the line of scrimmage, is putting the people in the right situation. But when you go down, we know that he tends to panic when he gets a lot of pressure around him. And when they can just sit back there and consistently blitz because they know you're throwing every down, he's going to be in for it.
Yeah, that second half was when they put the pressure on JG for majority. They had like 15 pressure in the game.
Tristan Cole was
think
getting
like
worked.
12 of them all came in that third quarter, or the third and fourth quarter. And that's when JG started looking like how JG does under pressure. I mean, there was one that dropped the interception.
Yeah.
He threw it right to the guy.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best halves of football I've ever seen Jared Goff play.
Yeah, first half he
was impressive. Luigi Gaming says, let's talk about the Hutch pick.
That's the most air yards in the season, I think, maybe outside the Bears game.
Yeah, he was putting balls out there. It was impressive. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking Lions.
Double up.
Let's go.
Are we way over? Yeah, we got to double up.
Double
All right,
up.
let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes. And all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Or you could get the black card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,700 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. And let me tell you about Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com. You've heard of the Boom Shakalakas. You've heard of the high-low pre-rolls. Now they have their own line of concentrates coming very soon, and regular flour pre-rolls. Not infused, just regular flour. Check it out. Go to getmadpacks.com. Find it at a store near you. Mad flavor, mad high, Mad Packs.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10, 5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill sub-zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill sub-zero.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Bar and Grill, Black Rock Bar and Grill is the home of the steak and the stone, and a sizzle above the rest. You've seen the heavyweights at 2 locations. They are 2 for 2. Utica and Ann Arbor, great food, great vibes, great service, great atmosphere. Make sure you are checking out whichever one is closest to you. Heartland, Novi, Canton, Davidson, Portage, and, of course, Ann Arbor and Utica as well. And when you go there, don't forget to mention Woodward Sports. You can get 20% off your total food bill just by mentioning Woodward Sports. Exclusions apply. Now tell us about Buddy's Pizza, Easy.
Buddy's Pizza, ladies and gentlemen, while you are getting ready for the holidays, if you are too busy to have cooked up a meal, we've been going grocery shopping for your family coming over. Buddy's will have you at their place for dining or cater your holiday parties with Buddy's. If not, you're late on gifts. Listen, get them a free one topping square pizza with a purchase of $50 gift card. That's buddyspizza.com. Free one square topping pizza. Way to go, Easy. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live on sports.com. You join us, more action, Chris.
Hello.
Nicholas Koloff. Smash like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Just kind of going over the Detroit Lions game a little bit here. I know everyone's been doing it all day, but we got to get our shit off. Freaking out about the playoffs, reading the super chats, freaking out what you guys are freaking out about. I think I'm freaking out mostly about the run game, and then maybe it's something we got to pack up and expect to fix next year.
Yeah, I don't think you're just going to find the run game this year.
Hasn't been there all year.
It
has like in spurts.
Yeah.
But nothing you rely on. Nothing you brought in every single game, and that was something you had for you last year. Like, for instance, this cold weather game we got coming up in Chicago. A run game would help you a lot in that one. Mm-hmm. It would help you tremendously.
That's why we beat that's how we beat the Packers in that cold weather game.
Yeah.
And, it's the creativity in the run game has not been there. The push on the offensive line has not been there. And if those things are both not happening, then you have to rely on getting explosive plays from Jahmyr Gibbs. You have to rely on those 70-yard touchdowns to be any type of run game because you can't consistently go out there and chip away like you used to. So, yeah, it sucks.
We talked a little bit about the defensive line as well, too. I saw this comment in there before. I'm going to read this one once more, though. This one's from 3-1 Trey. I know you said it earlier, but Lopez outplaying the whole line. You know the difference is money, and that's absolutely correct. You have Tyleek Williams, first-round pick investment. You paid Aleem McNeil a top 10 contracted position. DJ Reader, I love him. I really do. I'm a big fan. But Roy Lopez has been outperforming all three of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to be a rotational piece.
The Tortas.
King of the Tortas.
At this point, I thought, I didn't like what I saw out of Tyleek as well. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I didn't think he had a good game. Probably his worst of his NFL career. And you couldn't allow that to happen in this big game. It's just tough right now, all the way around. And Aleem McNeil, what are we doing, buddy? Like, you should be ramped up by now. Like, it's not cutting it, And he got a fat contract. You got to come out here and be one of the, top 3 players on this defense, specifically the D-line, to help out everybody in the back end. And he is just nowhere to be found this season.
My issue going back to the run game thing is I want to ask you guys this question. You said it easy. You said, I don't think you can have expectations that will get fixed this year. And do you guys see it being fixable with an off season? Because it has, like you said, been successful in spurts, in moments. Do you think that this is something that they can just sit down over an off season and get right and have expectations to be one of the top run games in the NFL next year?
You need bodies, I think. Like, along with Ben Johnson's creativeness, I think with the Chicago Bears, they also went and they revamped that offensive line in a big way. They traded for Tooney. They got Jonah Jackson.
Yep.
Darnell Wright's always been good. And the right tackle has been, or left tackle, whichever one it is, has been like the question mark or the revolving door. This year, I love Graham, but Graham is just, he's too undersized. And he's at a point in his career where his athleticism is declining, and he can't make up for it at that point.
Yeah. Shout out to Harper watching. Appreciate you. Make sure.
Shout out.
Don't take too long of a nap after the milk.
Nope.
My friend's daughter.
Shout out to Harper.
She's very young. She was like, he sent me a picture in the chat. She's like looking out of her little rocker at me on the screen. But yeah, dude, Lions fucking suck. We're cooked. It's over.
You talked about Joe Tooney right there. Like, hey, maybe a third rounder goes that way when you lose Frank Ragnow.
No, dude, we need a special teams gunner named Ike Tesla.
Yeah.
Hometown kid.
Almost forgot. Yeah, like
you lose Frank Ragnow, you lose Kevin Zeitler, and your replacement was a rookie. And I love the rookie, but Like, Graham Glass.
Yeah.
They lost important pieces when you look at interior offensive line and you look at your number one cornerback, and Zadarius Smith was the second best pass rusher on this team, and Al-Quadin Muhammad stepping up big, but you don't have anybody else. You still had him last year, so I don't call that a replacement. Like, you replaced Kevin Zeitler and Frank Ragnow with a rookie, and then DJ Reed has been a huge step down from Carlton Davis. So Brad Holmes did not do enough to insulate this team and to replace the upper echelon of talent that you lost in the offseason with suitable pieces. And, they took a serious step back on the interior offensive line. And we knew that was going to happen, but you're seeing it now. And that's what it comes down to. When the nitty-gritty happens, when you're in the throes of the season, you have to rely on things like that. You have to rely on the trenches. You have to rely on your offensive line getting a push to give you a couple extra yards. And when it's not there, it's apparent that it's not there.
But we have cap space.
But we got $20 million.
When I got used next year,
Shut up and take my money.
Jared Goff renegotiates a $69 million cap hit.
Lunchbox Hooligan says Zeitler blows and he left on his own. Okay, so you're hurt. It's okay.
Zeitler does not blow.
Kevin Zeitler would have been the best interior offensive lineman on this team.
Probably
Hard
so.
stop. This year, he would have been the best interior offensive lineman on this team. Hard stop.
Nick bringing up the Joe Tooney thing, too. I mean, that is a 9-opener. That's a third-round pick. They went and grabbed him for. It's what you gave up for Tesla. You gave up 2 Joe Tooney's for Isaac Tesla, who has been, 8 catches in the season?
4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
4-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time All-Pro. He had 3 straight Pro Bowls. You needed to be more ready than this, and Brad Holmes just did not do his job good enough. And this team, after winning 15 games last year, is on the verge of missing the playoffs. And it's an uphill battle just to even make the playoffs. And honestly, I'm not projecting that right now.
And I don't know if this offensive line is going to be any better next year. Because those guys, Christian Mahogany didn't get a whole year. It's going to be like he's going into the same season, like his first year as a starter. Tate Ratledge will have a full year, and that's good. Who knows if Graham Glasgow and Taylor Decker are on this team next year? Who are you going to get to replace them? More rookies? I don't trust Giovanni Manu. LeBron.
Maybe Frank comes back.
Yeah. Maybe.
He had an itch for it.
LeBron with the super chat. Shout out, Bron. Shout out the GOAT. He says he was in his bag in the second half. My wife said, "Is JG passing on the run?" I was like, "Today he definitely," or in the first half. Today he definitely is. Yeah, he was. Jared Goff was absolutely in his bag in the first half.
That was nuts.
It was very impressive.
That was super impressive. This is a guy I'll watch and I'll tell you, hey, I think that's the structure of the play. Oh, hey, you got a ball to a playmaker. No, he was making plays in that first half. JG was on it. And then the second half, this game, man, I know the run game hasn't been there consistently, but I'm disappointed in the play calling from Dan Campbell, too. I think it's the first time this year I've been able to, admit it. I think maybe it's the first or second time that's actually been a thing, but, the spamming of Gibbs in that third quarter when it just was not working was just – it was ignorant. It felt like at a certain point. Brother, what are we doing? In that 3rd and 11 draw play when you need a touchdown. Yeah. I can understand it was still a close game at that point. No, you did a draw play when you needed a 7 out there. That's just I don't know, disgusting. Not the head coach I know and love.
Tavon Burns, 3905 says, bunch of crybabies. Remember, y'all was celebrating before Washington earlier this year. I hate that type of person. Don't be upset when your team loses. Don't be happy when your team wins. Shut up, dude. Yeah, obviously we're going to celebrate when the Lions win, and we're not going to be happy when you want us to come in here and just, pop party starters.
We lost!
Yeah, what's up? They played so good. What? Get a grip, man.
Lions fans.
It's just so that happens all the time. I see it in chats and everything. Oh, you sure were celebrating after that last game though? Yeah, they won. I'll celebrate that. I'm not going to celebrate if they fucking lose.
Lunchbox, Zeitler looked good in that Washington playoff game. I don't know if you're being facetious, but it was actually Graham who looked bad in that Washington playoff game. And don't forget, Zeitler had a hamstring injury in the Vikings game, the last game of the season where we sealed the deal for the division.
Yep.
Come on, guys.
He's hurt. It's okay.
I don't want to yell at you, but come on. We got to be better.
Kevin Zeitler hate out of nowhere is extremely unprompted, and it's definitely a lash out.
No, you're just reaching that shit to like not be mad at Brad for, and I'm not even necessarily mad at Brad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. No, he fucked up, man. It's
like a dad. I'm not mad.
He did not insulate this roster with enough talent to actually go pursue a Super Bowl this year. He did not. Yeah. That's on Brad Holmes.
And once again, it's okay to be critical of Brad Holmes. This guy is a really good GM, but it's a fact this team has taken a major step back, and there are, moves that he just missed out on this whole entire offseason. He mailed it in. Last draft was a bad draft. Straight up. Terrion, out. Rakestraw, out. How's Manu doing? Just a tough place right now for this Detroit Lions team. And, could they use Ennis Rakestraw out there?
And nobody's
100%.
Yeah.
If he even is going to play, but it's just, yeah.
And nobody's saying, it's the end of the world and there's,
fire him or anything.
Fire everybody and burn everything down. No, but this season, it's probably over.
Yeah, you want to look at, you want to take the 3,000-foot view or 30,000-foot view, as D-Mac likes to say, what went wrong this season. A lot of it came down to decisions made in the offseason. Mm-hmm. No one's saying to fire Brad Holmes, but we're saying when we had to question these things in the offseason, they're clearly valid.
Yep.
There's a lot of the same issues. I remember crashing out about the Carlton Davis stuff. I was kind of shit on then, too. I was crashing out about the Zeitler stuff. I was shit on then. I crashed out about the Tesla stuff. I was shit on then as well. All three of those things came to bite you in the ass this season. Well, this team's not even in the playoffs right now.
And a couple players could have made the difference. 2 players here or there could have made the difference, especially in the back end of that secondary. And you liked what he did with Vontae Maddox and Rock Ya-Sin. And he did not address the offensive line as much as he should have. And I would say the same with the defensive line. I love what Roy Lopez is doing, but 2 of the biggest moves he made to bolster the defensive line this year were Levi Onwuzurike and Marcus Davenport.
Our guy Peaceful Tim, best GM in team history. 5 years ago, we would have given up a pinky finger to be where we are right now. That doesn't change the fact of what went wrong this
That's
season.
a stupid mentality to have, too.
Doesn't change the fact, man.
You can talk about it not being good right now. We know Brad Holmes is the best GM in team history. We don't want Bob Quinn. But you don't have to just lap it up. You can criticize people, man. What the fuck, dude?
That is so frustrating, too. This team hasn't won anything. It's a fact. They've won divisions, boys. Are we celebrating divisions? We were, because we never had it.
Yeah.
But we didn't even, get to the Super Bowl. We choked that lead away. This team got embarrassed by a rookie quarterback after Jared Goff had 5 turnovers in their last playoff game. This team and the, trajectory of it right now is not looking too great.
Now they're sitting outside the playoffs, and they need a lot to work. And I hope they take care of business, but I just don't see it.
But hey, we should be happy. That's what that mindset is.
I'm seeing a lot of that in the chat. It's crazy. What are you guys doing? We're not in the playoffs. We might not make the playoffs. That's cool for you? You're okay with that? You don't think that people deserve criticism when this team is probably going to miss the playoffs? You're just fine with that?
That's what comes down to what was your expectation? If you in the offseason has said you expect this team to win a Super Bowl or compete for a Super Bowl or be in the Super Bowl, and now you're sitting 3 games left, you're not even in the playoffs, then you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be disappointed. I get that we've never been in this spot before, but with your expectation of what this team was heading into the season, you're allowed to be disappointed. Example, yesterday, I didn't crash out after I lost because the expectation was it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
It'd be a blessing if we win it. I don't know right to crash out in this scenario because I knew what was coming. This one, we didn't know it was coming because we all thought we'd be competing for a Super Bowl.
And you can't have it both ways. And people in the chat that say things like, oh, Bob Quinn, you'd rather have him? Oh, what are these guys? That's SOL shit. This isn't those teams. You have higher standards. You have a higher expectation because what this team has been. That's the expectation now. Those are the standards. Just sneaking into the playoffs isn't good. It's not what we should be rooting for. We should be winning divisions. We should have comfortable, thoughts of this team winning playoff games. Hold yourself to a higher standard, because if you want to be at the big dog table, then sit at the fucking big dog table. But if you're just cool with, oh, we're better, I don't know, sip some eggnog with the kids. because that's not big dog shit. If you truly want to be one of those teams, if you truly want to be in that era, then you should be upset with this team. Then you should be disappointed that they haven't reached the expectations yet, and they're playing like shit, and they haven't won back-to-back games in fucking 2 months. Like, you can't sit there and say, oh, we're the real deal now, and then when it's a real deal time to have consequences for failing to meet expectations, no, it's okay, we're better than when we were 0-16. No, dude, that's soft. Either be a contender or be a bitch.
We're officially pretenders. Every single contender on the schedule we came up against this year, we got whooped. Straight up. Lunchbox Hooligans. The Lions should have gotten Jalen Phillips so we could still have the same record as the Eagles. Actually, Eagles are 9-5, and they beat you with Jalen Phillips.
They did.
Having a large impact in that game. So
He did.
Listen, guys, I love Brad. I love Dan. The slappy shit. Please, just put it on the fucking back burner for 5 minutes and be honest with what the fuck we got going on right now. Shit's not looking great. And all the fattest cap hits we got coming for Panay, Amon-Ra, Jared. Like, this is where I was kind of freaking out about the window situation like 2 years ago when we didn't make that big trade. It's just,
Weezy D313 says, can't wait for Levi, Rake, and Pascal to be scattered and go to contenders. Well, I mean, if they play a game, sure. Those guys aren't on this team now, so why the fuck do I care about them when they do move on?
The other thing, too, is like, and I don't know if he's talking to us. I don't know if he's talking to us or somebody in the chat, but our guy 3-1 Trey, good GMs don't grow on trees, though. Did I ask to get a new GM?
No, nobody said that.
Did I ask to go out and upgrade from Brad Holmes?
Nope.
We got to replace Brad Holmes?
No.
To fire Brad Holmes?
Nope.
Like, why? Why if there's a fucking slight criticism that adds up to what's been going on?
Yeah.
Is it, you just don't want Dan Campbell or Brad? Like, what the fuck? No one said that. No one said that. What is wrong with you guys?
It's the worst part of society.
Stop that shit,
and they
please.
do it for everything that they live in. It's either you're 100% this way or 100%. It's like everything is politics now. And if you criticize Brad Holmes or Dan Campbell at all, you want them fired because their tiny brains can only comprehend one thing or the other, and they can't have nuanced, actual discussions about performances and failing to meet expectations. And it's kind of like, it's sad to see. But, some people just, I don't know. Some people just want it all one way or all the other way. And
I love Peaceful Tim. He says, who you hiring instead? Brother, who did I say?
Nobody's firing Brad Holmes.
Yeah, no one.
Shut up. Dude, like what? You could say he didn't do enough and not want him fired. Like, fucking hell, are you a child? I know you're not, and I'm sorry because you're in the chat a lot, and I appreciate it. But that's some stupid-ass shit to say. Who are you going to get to replace him? Nobody. He's not going anywhere. But he needs to be fucking better. Jesus Christ, dude.
A couple weeks back, and I was like, hey, Brad, it feels like he is playing the long game. He wants the self-sustaining success and not the Super Bowl. I was mocked in, too. But this is the type of shit I'm talking about. It's what it's felt like. Sustained success, not a fucking championship. But I still had hope because if he truly wants to pursue a championship, maybe he can learn from this shit.
And he is a first-time GM, and Dan Campbell is a first-time head coach, and they've had a lot of success, but they're still learning as well. They still have to take their lumps, and we're seeing it right now. So they're going to get better, and they're going to change. They fucking have to because it's not working right now.
Yeah, the hope is either Sheila or Brad at some point, like, fuck this. This is not get on this Super Bowl. We got to switch some shit up. Unless, again, behind closed doors, the goal really is sustained success.
Yeah, and I think people forget that. I think people forget that Brad Holmes is a first-time GM and that Dan Campbell is a first-time head coach. And that they had all this success very early and like, oh, shit, look at that. They're in the NFC Championship game in year 3. Well, shit doesn't just work in a linear progression in the NFL, and you have to adapt, you have to change, and you have to do things differently when it's not working. And now we're going to see what happens in the offseason if they make changes or they adapt the type of practices they have so they're not dealing with as many injuries, the way they attack different free agents or things like that. And we'll see. And they're smart guys, and they know ball, and I believe in them. But this year, it's looking pretty fucking cooked.
And trading 3 third-round picks for a tight end when you have an all-pro wide receiver, a Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver, an all-pro tight end, you have put in a lot of resources to the running back position. When is this guy? When was he going to get the touches? I mean, you gave out 3 third-rounders. This team is getting obliterated in the trenches right now. Just doesn't make sense to me, and it's okay to criticize him. Like, nobody's calling for his job here.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating part. No one's calling for his job. Quite literally, I'm a Brad Holmes stan.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell stan. Today it hurt. Yesterday it hurt.
Yesterday it hurt.
Being disappointed in Dan Campbell like that. I've been that disappointed in him since the Vikings game. We tried to go for that field goal instead of going for it on 4th.
Yep.
And honestly, yesterday was a lot of similar pussy shit. 3rd and 11, draw. Pussy shit.
So whack.
That's not the version of this guy that I fell in love with. Pause. You know, I don't know, man. Let me tell you about Gold Crown, though.
Gold Crown.
I'm going to need some after today's show for damn sure. Gold Crown cannabis is where I'm headed to. The concentrates are the bread and butters. But my favorite thing right now, personally, are their infused jesters. They're pre-rolled, infused, multiple different strains. We also got their gummies out there. They're also infused. Coated nerds free, extra pop, and gelatin free. Find Gold Crown dispensary near you, including your local jars.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
How do you think you won? You got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. To brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit. But we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Michigan, are you ready? It's the biggest pickleball event of the year. The Woodward Sports Pickleball Open, January 9th through the 11th, and we're kicking it off with a bang. Friday night at 7:30, the Woodward Sports Celebrity Tournament hits the court. All 4 shows throw in down, plus local celebs, and it's all broadcast live. When the real battle begins, 3 days of non-stop pickleball, men's, women's, mixed, and singles divisions. This is where champions are made. Sign up now at pickleballtournaments.com or call Wicked Pickle at 734-331-3451. Wicked Pickle, check it out.
Check it out.
What up, welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WoodwardSports.com. Easy to watch more action on Chris. Nicholas Koloff, smash the like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Look at some of the chats. No one should be blaming Jared Goff.
No.
You can't blame JD in that one.
No. That was not on Jared Goff at all.
No.
The offense sputtered.
Second half, things got ugly, but, like, that's, like, you still...
Yeah, you put up 30-some points, dude. I mean...
And trust me.
I'd be
the first one to blame him.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
It was the lack of run game, and it was...
You know what? Yeah, let's blame Jared Goff.
It was the secondary being dead. I mean, we knew, like I said, we knew what this was going to look like with the defense. But the lack of run game, you could not maintain your lead. Like, when you have a lead like that, you need to be able to run the ball so you can bleed clock, so you can maintain longer drives, to keep your secondary off the field, to keep them fresher. But you could not run the ball, so you could not maintain your lead. And this team is not good when they get down, man. They're not.
And the other thing, too, man, this is not the Vikings game. Like, this is the best team in the NFL, in my opinion. Like, I don't think they have a single weakness maybe outside. Like, if you had to nitpick one, it's their secondary. I think that was on display yesterday, too, for Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams, by the way, this year started off a little slow, but once Dan Campbell's taken over, I think we got the version of him that we were promised in the offseason.
Eduardo O'Neill with the super chat in there says, I can be a fan of a team and still be critical of them. I've said since the 23 season, stubborn in Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell will be the team's demise. It was true then, and it is now. They do seem stuck in their ways, and their ways haven't resulted in a lot of sustained success. I mean, can you still talk about sustained success if you miss the playoffs after getting bounced in the first round the year before? Is that the success you're trying to sustain? Is going 1-5 in your own division?
Can't call it sustained success.
No, you have to have success to sustain the success. And so, obviously, there's still – anything could happen. There's still 3 games left, and we know the NFL is wild, and you could very well be sitting in the playoffs. Could possibly be sitting with the NFC crown or NFC North crown. But I don't trust the team the way they're built, man. Like you said, every time they go up against a good team, their flaws get exposed.
Labertini, so I'll send you guys a $50 super chat if you don't mention Davenport for the rest of the week. Luckily for us, Labertini, he hasn't done Dick. So probably not going to get mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, that's a fair point. But I'll tell you what, make it a cash app, and I got you.
Shout out Labertini.
Yep. Shout out Labertini.
Shout out.
I thought you were coming through yesterday, man. What happened?
It's a great time. Shout out to Art and Jake's.
Oh my, I love that place.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Freddie Felt was there. Our guy Nitty Gritty was there. There's a bunch of people. Shout out our guy Mike.
Pulled up.
Yeah, Mike.
Or Dr. Fishy, I think
Mustache
his name is
Mike. Shout out. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of people, a lot of different Woodward sports supporters, and we really appreciate. Like, if you truly want, the best way to support us is to go to shit like that. Is to go to Art and Jake's and tell them, hey, I'm here because Woodward Sports sent me. Or to go to get a Jack's Car Wash, or to go do that stuff. Like, supporting our sponsors is how you support us the most, and we truly appreciate that. It was cool to see all you guys there. The environment at Art and Jake's was awesome. We know that Art and Jake's always takes care of us and gives us all the food.
Shout Lydia.
Shout out to Lydia. Shout out to Brendan. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to all of them, man. It was a great time. The first half was honestly one of like the best experiences I've had watching the Lions in there. The way they were playing, the atmosphere, all the fans were getting into it.
The Hutch pick was awesome.
The Hutch pick was insane.
I started a Waymo chant.
Maz was moaning the whole time. My favorite thing to do, I love you guys. My favorite thing to do at this network is to do watch parties with Maz. It's the best. And he was
arm.
Oh, hey, I told you David Montgomery Smith. It was so much fun.
That's
and then
hilarious.
The second half happened, and I wanted to die.
I was thinking Super Bowl when Jahmyr Gibbs and Jameson Williams did a 40 with Amon-Ra St. Brown picking the winner there. Honestly, that's where my brain went. I was like, that is a singing celebration. Everyone wanted to see it. They
That
know
was dope.
exactly what they were doing. It was so
Yeah, the booger flick was awesome too.
Yeah.
God,
they were firing on all cylinders. This should have been a different Monday, boys.
It felt a lot like the NFC Championship game. Like that's what I
did.
said. I said to Easy, like was C.J. Gardner-Johnson waving goodbye to the crowd at halftime in SoFi because
they were clowning him.
They clowned him, and then they came out there and they punked you bad. And
congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, I think the thinking with keeping Ja in there, because I see a couple comments about Dave Montgomery, and I saw he's posted stuff on his Instagram about just stay in the course, keep being level-headed, because I'd be pissed off too. If I'm in there and I'm giving you guys productive snaps every time I touch the football, this will be the second game now, or second or third game now where he's done that. He's still getting out-snapped by Jahmyr Gibbs. But in my opinion, at least where I'm trying to get into Dan Campbell's head and think about why you would do that, is because Ja's a home run hitter. And in that situation, at that point in the game where L.A. went up on you, you kind of needed Ja to do that for you. But I'm with you. I still would have kept Monty in.
How about somebody I thought was really missing was Sam Laporta or a Brock Wright. Like, I really felt like Goff just needed one because he wasn't able to get, like,
there were times where those guys are open.
And Amon-Ra.
Those tight ends were open, and Jared Goff just looked them off.
Probably
I don't know if he didn't have the trust in them.
The one play.
There's one where Zylstra was wide open on third down.
Zylstra was wide open on third down, and he tried to force it into quadruple coverage to Amon-Ra St. Brown because when Jared Goff gets pressure in his face, he tends to panic. And when he panics, he goes to his safety blankets. And his safety blankets are Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. And when Sam Laporta isn't there, he's just chucking it at Amon-Ra. And, like, Shane Zylstra was wide the fuck open for a chunk play, like 40, 50 yards. But he tried to force it to Amon-Ra St. Brown and fell incomplete.
Yeah, watching the pressures on tape this morning, there were a lot of those, not going to lie. A couple of David Montgomerys, kind of like right in front of him, but I just – I'm never going to expect anyone to be perfect, especially if I know their flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think when you want to be pissed off and crash out about shit is like, where was your expectation of
Makes
it?
a stupid thing happen.
I'm not expecting JT. It's just what he is when he gets that pressure.
We know what happens when Jared Goff is in that situation, so you can't be mad when it happens.
Yeah.
We know what happens when you put out a secondary against Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams with the guys out there, so you can't be mad at it when it happens. I can be mad at the Lions having 5 yards of offense in the third quarter. I can be mad at Dan Campbell playing scared. Like, those are the things that you can be mad at because it's not characteristic. If Jared Goff has pressure in his face and dirts the ball or makes a stupid play and trips, like, that's normally what happens in those situations, so I'm not going to freak out about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching some right now, too. It's just I don't know. It is what it is. We got to get this guy an offensive line. If he had a little bit more protection that second half, maybe we're still in that game.
I think so because, I mean, honestly, I think we've said it all off season, leading into season. It will go as far as our offensive line takes us. That is the foundation of this team was built on what? Both trenches. The defensive line stopping the run, the offensive line getting the run going. And that's what Nick talked about earlier. That's what we've talked about damn near every week because that is what this team needs in order to be successful. And so I just, like, I need to see it. I need to see big transformation in that room coming into next season. I don't want to just count on the guys that we have in this locker room and maybe sign a veteran depth piece or two. We need depth pieces and we need everyday starters. Like, we need both in this offensive line room or else this is not going to be this is going to be regular.
Brian Brandy in the Woodward Sports Chat says, come on, we couldn't stop them. It wasn't our offense. Did you expect to stop them? Did you go into this game knowing the secondary you had, knowing Matt Stafford's playing like an MVP and Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua are over there and being like, yeah, we're going to shut them down? No. You knew they were going to do that. You knew it was going to have to be a shootout. And what you can't do in shootouts is have 5 yards of offense in a quarter. I didn't expect them to stop Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. You got fucking Nick playing corner.
Especially giving Matthew Stafford the ball at the 50-yard line.
The only way you can protect that secondary is by sustaining drives, bleeding clock, and scoring touchdowns. You saw it in the first half. And then what changed? You scored 0 points and had 5 yards in the third quarter, and they scored 17 points.
By the way, gave you 2 stops in the second half, too. They forced a field goal and a punt, and we did nothing with it.
If you take out the third quarter, you win this game by 10 points.
Super chat from Burn says this is where we miss Ben, or at least a real OC. Ben would give Monty snaps even if he was only getting 20 yards on 25 carries. Monty had 7 carries. Burn, I actually agree.
Yeah, Monty should have got the ball more for sure. And it's
another piece is we're criticizing guys we like. I'll be straight up too. I was a big fan of Kelvin Shepard. I told you guys we'd be a top 5 defense this year. Not the case right now. And obviously some injuries too. But I think one part where he's fallen short of when he got past that baton is the run defense. The run defense has not been what it's been in years past.
Not been those.
I mean, we got done Friday. I went on a whole crash out for Cartier, who's not here, when the whole fucking Bijan Robinson and Desmond Ridder thing. I was like, I ain't worried about Bijan. Our run defense is elite. That's not been the case this year.
No. Kyron Williams and Blake Corum were carving us up.
And I think you argue have the makeup to be better in run defense than you ever been with Tyleek, DJ Reader, and Aleem McNeil all on the field, and Roy Lopez. And for some reason, I don't know what in particular, just you haven't been good at it consistently enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I do want it on record. I was a dog in the secondary. Want that to be known.
Shout out.
Nice. Were you safety?
Yes.
I guess you'd be a safety.
A real Cooper DeJean type player.
Yeah,
little scrappy guy back there.
Yeah.
What you saying, Easy? You don't see cornerback? What are you trying to say?
At high school, oh yeah. By the way, Cooper Jean, what I say? All pro if he plays fucking nickel. He looks the fucking part.
Dog.
Kid's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
200 likes, and Anson will share his secret album.
What?
What kind of album does Anson got?
What?
Is it his favorite album or like an actual album?
guessing a photo album.
Little Christmas album?
It's an embarrassing picture of SpongeBob from the Christmas party.
Daquan Brandon says, calm down, Smitty. No, the offense can't do no fucking wrong with these goofies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that
it's called complimentary football.
I knew that this game was going to be a shootout. I told you, first at 40, he's going to win this game. And that's exactly what happened. And you got outshot. Pause. Like you're playing Johnny Sins out there.
It just sucks that it's out of our hands to the point where it's like no longer win out and you're in. Now you need external factors to go in your favor.
If the Bears win out and the Packers don't only lose to the Bears, there's nothing we can do.
Speaking of teams that need to win out, Nick, your Dolphins in the cold tonight in Pittsburgh.
Fins up, baby.
Jalen Wright legacy game. Jalen Wright.
Jalen Warren legacy game.
Jalen Wright legacy game.
Jalen Warren legacy game.
Jalen Warren is not going to do anything.
No, I need at least 10
Scott,
points.
Scott, I know you're listening. I know you and your daughter are listening. Jalen Warren sucks. Me and Scott having a poop fest in the losers bracket right now. I had two.
You're in the loser bracket.
I don't want the Dick Trophy.
Oh my, come on!
I don't want
this.
I don't want the
moolah.
Sacco.
I need Jalen Warren out of here. I can't
I'd
believe
rather
you're.
not have the penis trophy than win.
No, I'd rather you have the penis trophy than my playoff win.
Sorry.
What the hell was that?
You
had me thinking you're the championship.
I know, that's what
this guy's crying, fighting for
last, dude.
All right, Jalen Warren, do your thing. Then we're in the clear. This guy's out of his mind.
No, Jalen Warren L.
It's not even a bad penis trophy because it doesn't look like a penis at all.
It looks like a penis.
You know what could put me in a better mood?
I don't know. We'll probably
maybe hitting a little cash. What are we thinking? A-Chain big night? He was a little questionable this week.
Wright.
Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. First Benny.
Jalen Warren Tutty.
No Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren 5 tutties.
I'm going against Jalen Warren. I have Jalen Wright. We pretty much got the same points. He left Kyle Pitts on his bench. I had 2 starters who didn't play.
That's gross.
It's poop bowl for a reason.
That's gross. You got to start Jalen Wright, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. Because I had to start Chris Rodriguez, too, and he didn't play.
Chris, you were saying something a little bit ago.
Nick Chubb and Alvin Kamara out.
Do you remember? It was like 5 minutes ago, and we interrupted you.
No, man.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do mailbag.
Mailbag!
Let me tell you about Loom Cannabis. Go to loom.com. Find a store near you. Damn, Anson, relax, dude.
What?
Find a store near you. Loom.com. Use promo code WSN30 to get 30% off your order. They got a ton of new stuff, a ton of exclusive products, including their Buzzin' drinks. 7.5 milligrams THC in a can. They got new flavors like lemon lime and orange. Also,
Hey,
let me tell you about Sharon's. SharonsHeating.com. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, keeping families in Michigan comfortable for 40-plus years. They can do the same for you. You can schedule online, get free instant quotes, and check out all of their financing options at SharonsHeating.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Sundays in Detroit just got smoother with Sun Cruiser, vodka, iced tea, and Woodward Sports Network. Real vodka, real iced tea, no bubbles, just a clean, crisp sip that won't fill you up on game day. Only 100 calories and 4.5% alcohol. Perfect for tailgates, couch gates, wherever you're watching Detroit football. So this season, let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser and Woodward Sports. Please drink responsibly.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Ringside live on WoodwardSports.com. Easy must be more action. Chris, Nicholas Koloff, smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream.
Share it.
Mailbag segment. Get your mailbag questions in. First one from Zach Soaps is mailbag easy. Did you find out what creature was in your chimney? Yes, we reviewed the ring tape, and it was fish. Our former sound guy / intern tried to sneak in through my chimney. Luckily,
How do you say chimney like that? Chimney? Or
chimney.
How do you say? How you
Chimney.
say it, Nick?
Chimney.
Chimney cricket.
Yeah, you are saying it like Jiminy.
Chimney.
It's just chimney. I think,
Chimney.
right?
Anyway, yeah, it was fish trying to sneak through. Had to put a halt to that one. Rewired the.
Now he's got fish chained
Chimney.
up in the basement.
Yep.
Allegedly, for satirical purposes, not for
feed
sexual
him
purposes.
peanuts. Every time the Lions scored a touchdown, he was starving in that third quarter. Eduardo O'Neal.
clock up, man.
Ultimately, we all won a Super Bowl, and 24/7 was there. Thanks, Eduardo. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Fucking dick.
Dick.
Desert Stallion.
Shout out.
Easy. How bad would the heavyweights crash out if everything sets up for the winner of Week 18 versus the Bears gets the last spot in the playoffs and Ben Johnson ends our season? Truthfully, I don't know that I'd be able to show my face.
Help me!
That'd be
Me!
I think it'd be worse to lose to the Vikings.
Yep.
both are bad. I don't. Why are you saying that? But stop putting that in the air, dude.
I mean, we're
beating the Minnesota Vikings.
Based on what?
If J.J. McCarthy comes on comes up in Gritties at home.
I'd kill him.
Did you guys see the Gritty?
I'm just.
By the way,
terrible.
speaking of my fantasy season on the ropes right now with a playoff matchup, how come JJ can't connect with one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League?
JJ McCarthy.
I mean, what is going on there? I had him and George Pickens. They gave me 12 points total together.
Yeah, George Pickens sold me
Disgusting stuff. If we lose out to Ben Johnson, I don't know. I really don't even know, man. That shit would fucking hurt. I know it hurt for me. I know especially should and would hurt for the people who said he never mattered to what we had going on here. For people who said Jared Goff made him. Should definitely hurt those people a little bit more, but I feel like it hurt me just as much because that was my nightmare for like 3 years in a row. We lose this guy. And then not only do we lose him,
He goes to the Bears.
he went to the fucking Bears.
Yeah.
And then if that happens, and brother, I don't even think they're a finished product yet.
No, they're not.
No.
Like, I think they level up from where they've been.
Not ideal.
I would have to do the next show drunk, the next week drunk. I had to go.
Lock in.
I can't even say what I want to say without getting kicked off YouTube. Yeah.
He's saying he'd do gay stuff.
Yeah. I just saw a mailbag, then I actually scrolled up. Mailbag, what are your favorite Christmas presents of all time? I got a Tony Hawk remote control guy when I was in like 4th grade, maybe.
Oh, you were a Tony Hawk kid?
I got a Batman or a Batmobile with an ejecto seat. It was pretty sweet.
That's tough.
Yeah.
There was like this stuffed bear, but in the stuffed bear, like on it, was a Game Boy.
Nice.
And it was like a sick setup, like by my parents that they did.
Oh, that's dope.
That is sweet.
It was like
Game
I'll
Boy
always remember
Advance,
that.
dude.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy Advance, like the.
These other toys you got, you guys a little younger than me, so I don't know if you know, but the show never panned out. The show never worked. I didn't even know it was a show until I got older. But it was like these shark guys. But they were like
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a couple of those toys one time, too. They were pretty sweet. They're all tatted up and fucking.
Street Sharks was cool.
I never watched it, but the toys were dope.
I got a Darth Vader voice changer for Christmas one year. That was sweet.
That is dope. The Tony Hawk one, though, I remember specifically I wanted it, and I just didn't know if it ever happened. You know, it was one of those too good to be true presents. And it's pretty fucking sweet. Big-ass toy. Mailbag. Stop fearing the Bears. We are winning out. Hashtag catfish is Anson Wells. And then if we lose to the Bears, Anson will be like, I told you. I told you guys.
Well, I'm just saying, this team hasn't been on a 3-game win streak since
SOL.
week 5. So, like, come on.
You whispering? I can't hear you. Speak up.
I said, Nick, is my mic turned up? We good? We good over here?
Say it with your chest.
I'm just throwing
You're good on
somebody
my end, bro.
Yeah, I don't have my
somebody
headphones
under
in,
the
but
bus.
he's just whispering.
I'm throwing somebody else under the bus.
I can't. I literally can't hear a word you're saying.
Right now, even?
No.
I can.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't have my headphones in.
Oh, put your headphones in.
Well, I mean, if he would speak up, I'd be able to hear him.
I'll translate for you. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Forget about it. She goes to different school.
Ridiculous.
She goes to a different school.
Brad is
Wasn't
cooking
even
pizza
that
rolls.
important.
This is Full State Farms.
Chris, you guys doing a watch party or post game?
We are doing a watch party and post game. So as soon as this setup, or as soon as this stream is over, I will be setting up the next stream to go live at 7:10. I thought it was 8:10. It is a 7:10 start. So we're gonna quickly kind of transition everything over, get it ready. Kool-Aid will be here. Jeff will be here. They'll be showing up a little late, so I'll be holding it down to start the stream. But I will be starting the stream at the time of tip-off, so make sure you are tapped in right here at Woodward Sports for a Pistons watch party.
Check it out.
Mailbag, is there anything crazy that you guys would do if this season ended with the Lions winning the North? That's from Keith Gallardo.
I'll shave my head again, eh?
Yeah, I'll shave my head too.
What happened?
The Lions win the North. I'll shave my beard.
I gotta get the facial hair a little longer.
I'll
Shave-
put
I'll
anything
shave
on
my
the
head
line. I don't know
if the Lions win the North.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
shave
win
my
the
head.
North. But I'll say, I'll shave my beard,
We all pull up bald.
shave my eyebrows.
Could you imagine?
Dude, don't do the eyebrows.
Yeah, you're right.
It took forever to grow back. It was bad.
That was a legendary stream.
Can, we get an
growing.
update? Can you lift your hat up a little bit?
It's what?
Still growing.
Still not there. Appreciate you guys tapping in. That'll do it for us today. Make sure you smash that like button. Lions painted themselves into a corner. Got to win 3 games in a row to end the season if they even want a chance at making the playoffs. And they need some other stuff to happen. For Easy, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer. We are the Heavyweights. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you later. Peace.